and with Basic Bitch Rosé to bring you a very special cocktail masterclass just for you guys. So first off, I want to thank you all so much for the support that you've shown us over these last few weeks. It's been a tremendously difficult time, especially for us, but for the hospitality industry as a whole. And I just want to thank you all for buying this cocktail masterclass, and hopefully we'll give you a good night to enjoy. So by now you should all have your box that we've delivered to you today. I'm just very quickly going to go through everything, make sure we're all on the same page of what we've got, and go from there. So first off, we've got our very special bottle of Basic Bitch Rosé. And then we'll move on to the alcohol that you guys will have. So we've got some tequila, some Chambord, some cognac, sugar syrup, and white rum. And you will also have some triple sec, vodka. This is some raspberry powder and some chilies, love hearts, and a heart-shaped cocktail stick as well. All of this stuff we'll be using in the cocktail glass along with this pineapple juice as well. We've also got some things for garnish. So we've got some citrus juice, we've got some limes, lemons, orange. We've thrown in some sweets for you guys as well, just because it's Valentine's Day. We've got a nice stencil that we'll need in just a moment, and a jigger as well that you'll need, and some sweets, all sorts. There's also some vouchers in there for when we do eventually reopen. We can't wait to welcome you guys back into all of our venues. So there's some vouchers for you to use as soon as we're back. So there's a couple of extra things you're going to need tonight as well, alongside what we've got in the cocktail box. We need you to have some ice, which you should have already. I hope you have already. Some sort of shaker. So if you don't have, I'm going to be using a Boston tin like this. If you don't have a Boston tin, the best thing we found to use is a protein shaker. You can also use things like a mason jar, anything that can fit, that will be able to fit the alcohol in, plus the ice, and that you can shake safely is perfect. You're also going to need a knife of some sort and a strainer as well. So with the strainer, it can be just a sieve, tea strainer. All I'm going to be using is a bar spoon, is to use just to hold the ice back when we shake the cocktails, so that no ice gets in the drink when we don't want it to. Something else I should say is, because this is a couples box and we're doing 2 of each cocktail, I am going to go through every cocktail twice. So if you've only got one shaker between the 2 of you, don't worry, I'm going to go through it twice. I'll go through it fairly slowly the first time, a bit quicker the second time, just so if you miss anything, don't worry, I'll go through it again. Also, all the ingredients and things like that will be on the screen all the time, just to help make sure you don't get too lost. Right, I'm almost done talking, I promise, and we can actually get on with the drinking. The last thing I'm going to do is we need to infuse some tequila for the last cocktail we're doing of the night. So the last cocktail we're doing tonight is a Heaven or Hell margarita. And so the hell part is the chilies, which I pointed out earlier. The heaven part, or the heaven one, would be with the love hearts. It's up to you if you want the spicy margarita or the sweeter one with the love hearts. But we're just going to start infusing it now so that all those flavors get into the tequila nicely. And then when we make the last cocktail, it'll all be nicely infused, really present in the tequila. So the way we do this, really simple, and you could just leave this to one side as we're making the rest of the drinks. If you just grab 2 glasses there, and then in one of them, if you're doing the heaven one, just break up a couple of love hearts, chuck those in there, just 2 or 3. And then if you're doing the hell one, the chili one, just grab yourself 1 or 2 of these dehydrated bird's eye chilies. They are very spicy. In fairness, I'm not great with spice, but when I tried this earlier in the week, it did blow my head off. So be careful how much you're adding. And then after you've got those in your glasses, just grab your, sorry, excuse the rustling, grab your jigger, and you just want a shot of tequila in each of those glasses. So just like so. And so we're just going to leave that to sit while we make all the rest of the cocktails. And like I said, it will just make the final drink actually taste what we like to taste, what we want it to taste of. It's our own little broken or repaired twist on the normal margarita. So yeah, we can leave those to one side until later. So the first, I'm almost done talking, I promise you, and we can actually get on with some drinking. But the first cocktail we're going to make is called the French Kiss Martini. It's a little riff on the French martini. For this cocktail, you're going to need, whatever you're shaking the cocktail in, you're going to need we're using a martini glass. Don't worry if you don't have the exact glasses that we're using tonight. Use any glass you've got available. It will still taste just as good, just maybe not look quite the same. So shaker, martini glass. You're also going to need your vodka, your Chambord, and the pineapple juice. It's a nice, simple, fresh cocktail to get us started. And yeah, I'm going to give you guys a few minutes just while I get set up. I'll leave you to get set up. The ingredients that you'll need will be on screen. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes to start the cocktail class properly. full-time job. I'ma get it hot up in the club. I'ma make it hot up in the club. I'ma get it hot up in the club. I'ma make it hot up in the club. Why she dancing on me? She don't even know me. Now she see me rolling. Now she laying on me. She won't stop. Paid is so fine, shady, you're behind, I pay you no mind. I make dollar signs, I pay you so shine, it's fine. But you gotta prove you're missing me. Just listen to me, now they wanna flip for me. Guess what? Dollar signs on the move, they wanna make a move. It's fine enough. Somebody pray in the cell or lay protect shells. See me on the stage in a double XL. Water source smack, gripping the whole thing. Dollar sign ain't worried, these people is over. Fast, they cook like a finger blow. And a boy ball smooth like a finger roll. But I'm got him getting low again. I'm on fire like stop, I'ma get it hot up in the club. I'ma make it hot up in the club. I'ma get it hot up in the club. I'ma make it hot up in the club. Watch she dancing on me. Won't stop. ice. Don't worry if you miss anything the first time. I talked too quickly. I will cover it again. And we'll do our best to keep an eye on the Instagram and any comments you leave here and try and get back to you. Also, mentioning Instagram, please do tag us in your creations. I want to see everyone's shakes as well. We wanted this to be as interactive as possible. So please, please try and get involved. So the French martini, we're going to start with, in our shaker, we're going to put a shot of our vodka. So that's the small side of the jigger that we provided for you. Straight into the tin. And then the next ingredient is our lovely Chambord, which is a raspberry liqueur. This provides all the sweetness for the drink and really covers that taste of vodka, so that when you drink this drink, there's no horrible alcohol burn or anything you'd normally expect from vodka. It's all covered by that lovely Chambord. And then the final ingredient we're going to add is our pineapple juice. And this is the only different measurement. We're going to do the large side of the measure right the way to the top of pineapple juice. And then we're ready to shake. So in the shaker, we've got our vodka, the small side of the measure, the Chambord, small side, and pineapple juice, the large side of the measure. And when we shake a cocktail, there's 3 reasons really why we do it. It's to mix the ingredients, to chill the drink, and to dilute it. And famously, you're not trying to rock the drink to sleep, you're trying to wake up these ingredients. So I need to see people shaking it hard. When you're filming your partner shaking these cocktails, make sure they're going for it. They've got to be shaking hard. You'll see when I do it in just a second. But yeah, the next step is to add ice to the cocktail shaker. And you just want enough ice to cover those ingredients. Make sure that the mixture can still move around freely and you can get that dilution that we're looking for. So close up the shaker, and then we're going to shake for about 5 to 7 seconds. And again, remember, we're shaking as hard as we can. So ready? Here we go. Just separate your shaker. And then the final thing we're going to do is just strain into our glass. Like I said, I'm just using a spoon. If you've got a tea strainer, a sieve, a colander, anything like that, feel free to use it. Just make sure you get as little of that ice in the final drink as possible. Ooh, there we go. And it doesn't matter if a few bits get in. It just happened in mine. There you are. Now, the final step with any cocktail is to garnish it. We've provided you with these lip stencils. It goes with the branding on our Basic Bitch Rosé. And because we've got that lovely foam on top that's been caused from the pineapple juice, we're just going to put the stencil over the top, like so. Grab our raspberry powder because of the Chambord raspberry liqueur, and then just add a pinch over the top. Make sure you get it nice and everywhere. Don't do too much. It is quite tart, this raspberry powder, and you don't want to ruin the drink at the last moment with the garnish. And you should end up with a lovely little cocktail like that. So I'm going to give this one a quick try. Yeah. Beautiful, fresh, fruity cocktail. So nice for like a summer drink. I thought it would be a nice one to get us all started here, get everyone in the movement. Like I said, I'm going to really quickly go through it again, just in case anyone is has only got one shaker between the two of you, something like that. So I'm just going to place this to one side, just add a shot here, and grab another glass. And while I wash up quickly, hopefully you guys are doing the same and enjoying your cocktails. So for anyone who is fallen behind or missed anything, just really quickly, I'll go through it again. So the first thing we add to our shaker is the vodka. Then the Chambord raspberry liqueur, a nice sweet ingredient. And finally, we've got a double shot of the pineapple juice into the shaker. So again, in there, it's just 3 ingredients: vodka, Chambord, and pineapple juice. Fill the shaker with ice. Close it up and give it a good shake. Once again, just straining that into your glass, trying to keep as much of the ice back as possible. And you can see you've got this lovely foamy mixture from the pineapple juice. And then garnish it with our stencil and the raspberry powder. So I hope everyone's followed along with that. Make sure you tag us on Instagram and everything with your creations. Let us know how you got on. And I want to see everyone shaking. Remember, you won't have a sillier shake than mine. My boss likes to call it the chicken wing. Don't worry about looking silly while you do it. So there is the French martini with very full lips on this one. So yeah, I'm going to leave you guys for a couple minutes to enjoy that cocktail and get set up for the next one. Our next cocktail is quite a strong, I always think of it as a bit of a wintry cocktail. It's called Between the Sheets. It's a variation on a very famous classic cocktail called a sidecar, using cognac, rum, triple sec, lemon, and a little bit of sugar syrup. Don't worry if you didn't catch everything I went through. Just there, the ingredients will be on screen in just a moment. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying that French martini. Remember to tag us with your creations and things on Instagram, and I will see you in a couple of minutes to make the next drink. But cheers. Back, everyone. I just want to say a massive thank you. I've been looking at the interaction we've had on Instagram. There's some great shaking going on. Some of you have done fantastically well with the garnish as well. So massive well done to all of you. And thank you for getting involved. Like I said, the next cocktail we're making is Between the Sheets. It's a lovely cognac cocktail. I always think of it as a winter cocktail, something you get snuggled under the sheets with, and this will keep you warm like nothing else because it is a very strong cocktail. So I hope you guys enjoy. Again, I will be going through this twice, so don't worry if you get lost at any point. So the first step of making this one is to grab our cognac. And we're just doing a single measure of the cognac, the small side of the measure again, into our shaker. So next ingredient we're going to add is our lovely white rum. So like I said, this is a variation on a cocktail called a sidecar, which is the cocktail that got me into drinking cognac. And it's a really nice balanced cocktail, but it is strong. So it is a bit dangerous. Sorry, the next ingredient we're going to add after the rum is our triple sec. And once again, we're doing a single measure. So full one of the small side of the measure into the shaker. And put those away. So at the moment, just in case anyone's lost, we've got in there our cognac, our white rum, and our triple sec. Next thing we're going to add is our lemon juice. So grab one of the lemons that we provided for you, simply cut it in half, and then we're just going to squeeze as much of the juice as we can into the cocktail shaker. I would recommend keeping your hand underneath the lemon just to catch any pips, anything you don't want in that cocktail from going in. Just keep squeezing, get as much of that juice out as you can. And once you're done with that, you can get rid of that lemon husk. I'll give you all a minute while I dry my hands as well. And then the final thing we're going to add to this cocktail, because a lot of the sweetness from this cocktail, to balance it out, comes from the triple sec that we've already added. But with all that lemon juice that we've just added, just need to add a little bit of sugar syrup as well. So when I say a little bit, on the small side of your measure, you only want about half fill it. So up to about there. Get that into your shaker as well. And that's it. That's all the ingredients in our shaker ready to shake. So once again, and like I said before, the reaction was fantastic for that last cocktail. But for those of you who didn't post your videos, I want to see your shakes as well. And I want to see your final cocktails. So we're going to add our ice to our cocktail shaker. Seal it up. And again, you're going to need to shake this nice and hard. Wake up those ingredients. And yeah, let's go. So once you're done shaking, open up your cocktail shaker, grab whatever you're using to strain the cocktail. And again, just holding back as much of that ice as possible. Pour into your glass. Sorry, I didn't mention the glass we're using before. Here we're using a coupe glass. If you don't have a coupe, don't worry. Any glass you're using is still going to taste just as good. And I'd love to see some of you getting creative with what you're putting it in, how you're garnishing it, things like that. And speaking of garnish, we are going to use our orange now to do the garnish for this one. Orange works fantastically well with cognac and rum, and of course triple sec is orange flavored, so we thought it would be a perfect garnish for this. What we're going to try and do is a rose garnish using the orange peel. So if you take a knife or a peeler, whatever you've got to hand, you just want to start taking off as much of that orange peel as you can with your peeler or knife. Whoop. Going to take a little bit more off. Just trying to avoid any of that bitter white pith underneath. There you are. And then once we've done that, you're just going to sort of roll it up, make a rose shape garnish, and then using the cocktail sticks that we provided for you, the heart-shaped cocktail sticks, you can just pin that through like so, and get a lovely orange rose garnish. You can sit in the top there, go along nicely with the cocktail. So let me know how you got on with that. The orange rose is not the easiest garnish to get along with, and let me know what you think of the drink as well. It is a slightly sour, very punchy cocktail, but I absolutely love it. It's a real sipper on a winter's day like this. And I'm just going to pop this to one side while I quickly go through it again, just for anyone who might have missed it, or if you're doing it one by one, something like that. So this cocktail is a shot of cognac, shot of our lovely white rum, a shot of our triple sec as well. So all three of these ingredients are alcoholic, which is why it's got such a punch behind it. And then with the other half of that lemon, just squeeze that in there again, catching any pips, anything like that you don't want in the cocktail. Into the cocktail shaker, like so. Discard your lemon. Make sure dry your hands again. Make sure everyone's with me. So at the moment in the cocktail shaker, I've got a shot of our cognac, a shot of our rum, a shot of the triple sec, and then half a lemon just squeezed into the shaker. And the last ingredient we're going to add is our sugar syrup. So just half of the small side of the measure for our sugar syrup in the cocktail shaker. And we're going to shake the cocktail again. So. Nice. Seal up your shaker and give it a good hard shake. Again, once you finish shaking, just open up your cocktail shaker and strain into the glass. Making sure you keep any ice out of the drink. Just to go through what we've got in that drink again, it is a shot of our cognac for the small side of the measure of the cognac in the shaker, a shot of our white rum, a shot of the triple sec, about half a shot of the sugar syrup, and then just half of the lime squeezed into the shaker as well, shaken, and then garnishing it with a nice orange peel rose that you should still have about half an orange left there with you. Yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know how you've gotten on with that one, how you got on with the garnish. Next, I'm going to give you another break in just a second. We're going to be moving on to our Heaven or Hell margarita that's been infusing on the side this whole time. Yeah, the ingredients will be coming up on screen in just a second. And for this one, you're going to need a rocks glass. We're going to do it over ice. Oh, and because it's a margarita or a play on a margarita, if you want to do a salt rim, you can grab yourself some salt as well in just a second. But I'll leave you to enjoy the drink, and cheers. I'll grab this one. Cheers.
So I've ended up squeezing all sorts of shit into there. I've got no idea.
Kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yes!
As well.
yeah, our orange was fucking shit. I was like,
Oh, what do you think, Rodders?
why?
Language.
Where's Chris
Go
and
fuck
Nick?
himself.
No, really?
Rodney. I don't know who Rodders. Who is it? Who think?
Yeah!
Okay.
We're not on you either.
Oh, there you go.
I've muted the whole thing.
They
Like everybody else is muted. We're fucking not muted.
Being in a real bar, isn't it? Shit's going down.
Damn. Sit back and watch it go.
Oh.
Oh, they mute you for the whole thing, and then when it's when they
I want to be.
You hear us on Zoom?
Oh, okay.
Doing the break, sure.
Oh.
Quite like it.
How you getting on that?
Yeah, it looks like everyone else is music.
No.
What do you think of the second one? Yes, babe.
Yeah, that would be so romantic. That would be like my dream proposal. I mean, what more could you gonna ask for?
It's a big cocktail when we went to London, isn't it?
There you go.
when you mute,
It's quiet.
when they're doing the drink, no one can talk over maybe. And then when he's giving you a break, someone will speak to you.
What?
I think this one is better. That's like, I like the French martini one, but I like the fact that it's boozier.
Big fan. What are you thinking, Rusty? What's your favourite, mate?
Which one did you say?
I am.
I feel like the background noise, like.
Kind of way, right? Yeah.
Give me a follow.
Anyone my wife?
Oh, I've lost her again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hold stop there.
Who's not on the they're using their life.
yay!
Huh? Stop.
Yeah.
Cross the whole thing.
Basically, everyone.
Oh,
What doesn't matter.
Do we need the next one?
Pick it up!
Very, very heavy.
I'm not sure this is the best idea after not drinking for like 7 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
You're not drinking for 7 weeks.
Tequila, triple sec, lime, and sugar.
I told you I wasn't turning into Tracy. Dad freaked out that I stopped drinking.
Yeah, Baz did. You freaked out when Larry said she wasn't drinking anymore.
Of course, you turn into another freak. Come play high, you ready? Got enough freak.
Are actually really hot.
You know what? I'm not.
Yeah, I feel like I want to cook chilies.
I feel like I want to cook the chilies.
Right.
Never laugh. You need another picture. Go get
Yours is pretty infused.
Lemon juice,
I don't know what it's like. Did anyone else accidentally use English? What are you doing?
Hope you've been enjoying the drink so far. If there's any questions, anything like that, please do post them in the comments. Message us on Instagram. We're going to be sticking around for a while after this show, so we'll be able to get back to you with anything that you've missed or any questions you have in general, anything at all. They've used all your sugar syrup. So if someone's just come in saying they've used all their sugar syrup, that's absolutely fine. If you have any granulated sugar, any sugar at all in your cupboards, go and grab that. It'll be a bit rough, but add a teaspoon of that to your shaker when I say to add the sugar syrup, and shake it really hard because you're trying to make this sugar dissolve, and that should sweeten the drink enough. I feel very sorry for you if you've chosen to do the hell margarita, because the sugar is how we're going to take some of that spice away. So if you're just having to use granulated sugar, I do feel sorry for you. But like I was just saying, we're now moving on to our final cocktail of the night, unfortunately, the Heaven or Hell margarita. So while we've been making all the rest of these lovely cocktails, the tequila that we started at the start of the masterclass has been infusing, and now it's either very spicy or very sweet with the love hearts. I'm going to start off by making the Heaven margarita, because why not? And then I'll move on to the Hell one, and we'll go from there. By the way, throughout the last two cocktails, I've told you how to garnish them. This one, it's your chance to be really creative with your garnish. and to show us on Instagram and things just how you do it. Give me some ideas for the next menu as well here at Broken and Repaired if you can. So here's your chance. First of all, I'm going to start with if you want the salted rim on the glass that we're using. So again, we're just using a tumbler. The easiest way to get a salted rim on a glass for a margarita is just to grab your lime, cut it in half, and then to wipe that around the glass that you want to get the salt onto. And that lime juice will just help the salt stick. And it means while you're drinking it, you get a lovely hit of, salt cellar's not working. Perfect. Should have tried it before the live stream. Anyway, you get the point, I'm sure. Just wipe the lime around the rim of the glass, put salt onto that lime juice, and it will stick perfectly around the glass. So the next step that we're going to do is to grab our shaker once again. And like I said, I'm going to be making the Heaven Margarita this time. So that's with the tequila infused with Love Hearts, triple sec, some lime juice, and some sugar syrup, or if you're the person that uses all their sugar syrup, some granulated sugar or whatever sugar you've got to hand. So we're going to add our infused tequila first of all. You should just have a shot of that left over. That can go straight into the shaker. So next thing we're going to add is our triple sec. Again, just like with the between the sheets, it adds a lot of sweetness to the drink, and we're going to add a full shot to the small side of the measure to the Boston tin. Get rid of that. Next, we're going to add the sugar syrup. So again, you want just about half a shot, maybe a bit under, because we've infused it with these sweets, and it's going to, the tequila itself is going to be very sweet already, and that just goes into the shaker. And last but not least, we've got our lime juice, the thing most associated with margaritas, and we're just going to squeeze that into the shaker just like we did with the lemon juice, making sure you catch anything you don't want in there in the final drink. So just to go over what's in my shaker again, we've got the tequila that we infused with the Love Hearts. We've got a shot of the triple sec. We've got our lime juice, and we've got our sugar syrup. So once you've got all that in your shaker, add ice. And this is your last chance to really impress me with your shake. So get filming, get tagging, and give it a really good shake. There we are. So once you're finished shaking, nice and easy with this one. We don't need to strain it at all. Just pour it into your glass. That lovely cracked ice as well. And then, like I said before, this is your chance to be a bit creative and garnish it however you want. We've given you an extra lime, so you can do some lime wheels. This is the Love Heart one, so I expect to see some nice love hearts on top. Maybe try and stick them to the side, anything you like. Just get a bit creative with the cocktail. I'll just quickly try it. If you've got any questions, do give us a shout out. I'll make sure I'll get back to you. Just leave them in the comments. But for now, we'll just quickly move on to the Hell Margarita, the spicy version of what we've just made. So for anyone making the spicy version, it is exactly the same, of course, but you've had your tequila infusing with the chilies throughout the entire cocktail masterclass. And what we're going to do is Oh, sorry, I've lost my sugar syrup. There it is. What we're going to do is I'm going to take my chilies out at this moment because they've probably infused enough spice in there already. I'll keep hold of them though for a little bit of garnish later if I feel like it. If you're a real spice hound, if you love spicy tequila or spice in general, you can put them in the shaker with the tequila, and when we shake it, they'll get crushed up, those seeds will be released, and it will become the next level spiciness. Or I think half an hour of infusing will give the tequila a nice little burn just on the back of your throat. So I've taken them out now. So yeah, the first thing we're going to do for the Hell Margarita is in our shaker, just add that shot of spicy tequila. Next, the shot of triple sec. And then the same with the sugar syrup. Not a full shot, about half of a shot, maybe a bit less if, again, sugar always takes away a bit of spice. It's why you always find honey with spicy things, takes away a bit of a burn. So if you are really into your spice, if you want it violently spicy, add just the tiniest bit of sugar, just a tiny bit. You just want it to take away that sort of sour lime juice that we're just about to add. So then with the other half of your lime, squeeze that into the cocktail shaker. As much juice as you can in there. And there we are. Again, if when we pour this final cocktail out, you find it's far too spicy for you, add a bit of sugar. That'll help to reduce the spice. A little bit of honey, actually, with tequila sounds really nice. Otherwise, I'd suggest having a glass of milk on hand, but that might just be me. So again, once you've got in there your spicy tequila, your triple sec, lime juice, and sugar syrup, we're going to add our ice. Close it up. And give it a really good shake. For the last time tonight, let's get into it. Break open your cocktail shaker. And once again, just pour into your glass. Nice and all. No need to strain this one. And give it a go. Yeah, it's a bit spicy for me, but like I said at the beginning, I'm not great with spice. Hopefully you've left, those of you who do like spice, hopefully you've left the chilies in there. And again, like I said, this was your chance to be a bit creative with the garnish. I'd love to see some garnishes that you guys have got out there. Remember to keep tagging us on Instagram, things like that. But with that, unfortunately, we're coming to the end of our cocktail masterclass. Any questions you've got, I'd love to answer them now on live stream. Just pop them in the comments. If you've come unmuted here in the bar, so I can hear you all if you wanted to shout out your questions. Hello, everyone. Wait, I'm going to get my sweet one. Cheers.
So sexy.
Yeah, so you can talk.
Any questions you've got, please do shout them out. We'll try and hear them through everyone. We'll put them in the comments. I just want to wish you all a happy Valentine's Day as well. Been working on some really interesting ideas around St. Patrick's Day as well. So, it's a good question. you need to get
Yeah.
you need to get yourself down to Benita's and grab one of their frozen marg machines and fill up your margarita glass with that. That's the real way to fill up proper margarita glass, I think.
Brilliant. Great night. Really enjoyed it. Cheers.
But yeah, I want to say a massive thank you to you all. We included a bottle of our Basic Bitch Rosé in there, which I hope you all enjoy. Please do go out and buy yourself a bottle if you enjoy it. Tell your friends. If you hate it, don't tell your friends, obviously. Don't want to buy it. Again, St. Patrick's Day, we're hopefully going to be doing another live version of this, and the support has been so massive for this. The only way we've managed to do it. So I want to say a massive thank you to you all. Happy Valentine's Day. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Happy Valentine's Day, Pete!
I'll leave you all to talk. And if you do have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be here for a little bit.
Love you, Pete.
Cheers.
My God. Happy birthday to me.
And me.
Hey, those are basic bitches.
I really like
Right, can't leave.
That's good, isn't it? Come on.
You titled yet? Are you still decorating?
Get that one that's been
Who's going to be their chili?
Is it a hot?
Ah.
Man, that was crazy.
Who else has the guts to eat their chili?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Cheers.
Yes.
That is something else. That burns a lot.
Do it.
Yeah.
He's on mute. We can't hear you. Go off mute.
Who's off me?
Oh man, my tongue